What up, my Aquarius peeps? It's your girl, Kelly, coming at you from the Queen Bee Tarot. Coming straight at you out of Boston, Massachusetts, because people keep confusing it and saying Austin, Texas. No, Boston, Massachusetts. It must be my awful accent. Boston, Massachusetts. Anyway, Aquarius, so what we're looking at here, I feel, is you've gone through the aftermath, and now you're kind of collecting your memories of this person, you're cleaning up inside of here what's left of that relationship. You're definitely learning some hard lessons for it. You knew that this person was for you, but it's like you gave them either no offer or a very small offer of your time, of your love. And they got tired of waiting, like we talked about in prior readings. You weren't being very fair with them and their feelings, and that's what made them walk away. So, we are dealing with a karmic relationship here, but I feel like it's gonna... Okay, so what they're saying is it's going to bring in a positive balance into your life. It's going to bring in a really, really positive balance. Even though the universe took you and was like, okay, you don't want to change your ways. You don't want to, give up your third parties and, you're defending your position to no end. But this is what we're going to do. We're going to fucking shake you up. And now you have to stop because we took away the one thing that you cared about. Your habits, you needed to change them. You had some devil habits there. And, I always talk about them being cyclical because they're like a vicious cycle, vicious circle. And that's what you're doing. You're kind of chasing your own tail. And so the universe was like, okay, you don't want to learn the lesson. You want to defend your position. This is what we're going to do. We're going to shake your whole world up and take away everything you care about. This is what the universe does when it gets harsh. That's why I tell you guys, get on those lessons. Get on them and just change it. Because when the universe comes through, man, the universe comes through for everybody that's going through this and doesn't want to let go. And I always tell people, when you let go, it's so peaceful. You wonder why you held on. It is so much more work to hold on to something that's not working, or that's no longer there, or that is a bad memory, than it is to let go of it and learn from it. And once you let go, you think, oh my God, why didn't I do that sooner? But y'all got a shake up here. The universe came in and was like, yo, you're done. And, it looks like you made a really crappy offer to the person that you've always gone back to, that's always stood out in your mind, that's always been special for you in your life. And you were used to going back to that loving person, and now that person's not there. And if they are, they're completely changed toward you. They're not loving. You can tell they really don't want to talk. They're just talking out of obligation of that twin flame. Honestly, a lot of them are breaking that twin flame contract, so you won't be feeling that for too much longer. But it does say that there's a form of balance coming in, because you're taking stock of all the times that you didn't put in the work that was necessary. You talked your way around it, you disappeared for 3 weeks, or whatever it was that Aquarius does. That's what you did, and this person just had enough. They had enough. And I know now it hurts, Aquarius, but you have to understand, man, that when the universe comes in, this is what the universe does, babies. This is what the universe does. And I tried to tell y'all, like, get it done. Let go of this stuff. If you're doing shicey stuff or treating somebody badly, expect the karma. Expect that they're going to be taken from you, and then all you're going to think about is that person. This is the hardest lessons to learn. And that's why I tell y'all, you know what? Get it done before the universe does, because if the universe got to come in, they're going to take your car, your house, your bank account, and everything. They're going to make you rebuild all the way. You know, it's still showing that you think of this person as the Empress now. This person before, you were acting kind of shady, staying out, staying away from them, you know, irritable with them, didn't really want to talk to them. You know, third-party situations, you disappear for a couple weeks and, you know, see somebody else. And this person just had enough of it. Like, you never really made a commitment to the one person that you cared about. These other people, whether it's male or female, were not people that were genuine. They were not people that this person was special to you. And so, you know, we've got a 5 of Cups energy here. And sorry, because I burnt myself. I didn't feel it. Yeah. Go me, huh? I can't feel my left hand after surgery, and I burnt my finger. And I didn't know it was there until I got upstairs, and who knows how long. I mean, I probably burnt it hours ago. I didn't know. Sorry, guys, for the Band-Aid. That's ghetto, but what do you want? You have the 5 of Cups here. So here you are just in that misery. This is my card of just absolute emotional misery. You're at that 5 level. You're at that, the 5 is always a test. It's always hard. It's always hits you right here, you know. Nobody said spiritual life was easy, but you have been, this is the main energy of your reading is mourning. You've been in mourning over this person. But guess what, Aquarius? The last energy here is the Chariot in the upright. So you're going to be making some sort of movement once you feel you've learned these lessons. So, I mean, you're not stuck in this energy forever. And in this card, you'll notice that she's staring at the illuminated, I can't talk today. The illuminated cups instead of the 3 that don't have offers in them. She's looking at the 2 of Cups that are illuminated. So you're in the upright and you're starting to kind of see your way out of it. Kind of. Because with that, you've got the 3 of Pentacles. You're not willing to put in work with this person. You weren't willing to put in work with this person. You were great. You were happy to come and admire. But in terms of like building a relationship, if you see here, she's up here and she's doing this and he's giving her direction. And there's a tarot card reader right between them, almost like she's not even there. They don't acknowledge her at all. So to me, that says she's not there and she's acknowledging the situation that's going on. And in that situation, she sees that this man can be taken either way, reading the newspaper and not helping, or reading directions. And so she's there to interpret. They snuck her in there to interpret. She holds tarot cards in her hand. This tells me that you weren't ready to put the work in. You really loved this person, but you just weren't ready to put the work in, and you took advantage of them in a very serious way. I know you've heard this time and time again, but I feel like your reading is the same every month. But they're letting you know, like, you're still defending yourself against this. Against, what you did to this person and how you were taking advantage of them and being sneaky, and you're even mourning it. However, you're still standing in your position that, you were right. You're defending it. And this is why it keeps coming up. They've already tried to teach you a very hard lesson, and still you're being a bit stubborn and saying, hey, you know what? I don't think I did anything wrong, and blah, 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 and that's why that's showing up. But right here it tells me you had the Queen of Pentacles. And now you're wishing for that Queen of Pentacles. Oh, it goes this way. Sorry. But she's not hearing this tiny little offer anymore. She's not hearing you. You need to understand that. She has turned her back on you. He has turned his back on you. Whoever this person was to you is gone. They turned their back. They felt that they had a very genuine, loving relationship with you, and you really mistreated them. And so you came in with this little offer, and this person turned their back on you. You're no longer their wish. They're your wish. And unfortunately, this is how this person feels about you. The Queen of Cups in reverse. She's shut off to you. Or he is shut off to you. This person has shut their emotions off to you. They no longer trust you or want to build on this with you. The card of building a relationship, they've done what they could. No more. You know, you're mistreating and still standing in the stance that it was okay because, or it was right because, and it's not. And this is why this keeps showing up. And this is why this is like the third or fourth reading I've given you guys that it's the same thing. Don't go back. Okay? Like, I don't, you know what? I did this to Aries one day, and I still hear about this to the day. Aries, how many times can I say it? Stop, 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 stop. I'm going to say the same thing to you, Aquarius. That was for you. Stop. You have to learn the lesson. I'm sorry. Just like everyone else, you've got to learn the lesson of loss. This is in reaction to an action that you took. And you have to understand that there's consequences to your actions. And understand that you have to face those consequences. I'm sorry, we all do. But it's how you face them, guys. It's how you face them. You stand up in the face of all of this, knowing you made a big mistake. Okay, you made a mistake. You're not dead. You didn't cause any bodily harm or anything like that, I hope. But you're not learning from it. You're still in this idea of, you know, taking stock of what you put into it. You didn't put anything into it. All of this work was done by the other person. And now, all you can do, you can't take stock. You got to stand there and admire it, because that's all that's left, is the memories. And your heart is hurt. You got the Three of Swords there. But you have to remember something. You put no effort into this building. It's beautiful, but you put no effort into it. You notice the fog rolling in. That is how this person felt when they were putting in work and didn't know what was going on and why you were leaving and why you kept coming back and confusing them and going in and out and in and out. It's dizzying, Aquarius. It's dizzying. I love you guys, but you got to get your shit together. I'm sorry, but this is craziness. You broke your own heart. And it's hard to feel bad about that for you. I'm sorry. Not sorry. You know, you made a mistake, but you broke your own heart. And you broke that person's heart too. They cried about this for a long time, and now they're done crying. It's time for you to get temperance. You know, complete balance. Work on yourself. Pull yourself together. Pull yourself together and move forward, guys. You know, it hurts, yes, but you earned it. You have to remember that. And so, I don't feel bad for you guys, but I love you. I do. I love you. I love you, Aquarius, because you're just so out there in your mind. You're so different, and you refuse to conform to society. And to me, that is just absolutely amazing, because I am not a conformist either. I'm a non-conformist. I'm very much in my own head. I very much have my own ideas, and I'm not a sheeple, and neither are you. These cards wanted to come out, so they fell. You have the Two of Wands in reverse, so, you know, you're stuck making a decision, moving on. You're starting to come out of the cold, and you're starting to come out of, this is a card of overindulgence. You have all of these offers there. What did you need all of those offers for when one of them is full, guys? So this is a card of overindulging. You could have been drinking, sleeping with men or women, whoever, whatever you prefer. You could have been, like I said, you had some devil behaviors here. You had some really crappy behaviors. So you could have been sleeping with other people. You have third-party situations here. You are coming out of this. You're starting to realize that that's the pattern that you need to change. You need to stop with the overindulgence. You need to understand that the other person that you are dealing with is a human being with feelings. And what you're doing is breaking their heart. Yeah, remember this heart? Yours is broken. Theirs has been broken for a really long time, guys. So, you're feeling what they were feeling all along. And now you switched it up. You see them this way. And they see you this way. Not an offer that they want. So let's get into some clarifications here, guys, because I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of changing, a lot of working on bad habits, a lot of working on hard lessons. If you guys need me, I am here to help you. I know these lessons suck. Trust me. The lessons that have been getting thrown at me lately, I don't share them. But when I say I'm going through the ringer, I'm going through the ringer. The lessons getting thrown at me have been hell. So I totally understand. Aries is getting pummeled too. And I have to get on Aries about it. I have to get on Aries. I got on Capricorn recently. I got on their ass and somebody took it personal. And I'm like, hey, I equally discriminate. Like, I'm not even allowed to get away with anything. So why would I allow you to get away with anything? I call myself out for my own shit. So if I'm going to do that and I'm going to face myself every day, the least you can do is listen to a video letting you know you need to face yourself and fix what's going on. Just saying. Let's see here. So, I know your lessons suck. I know, Aquarius. I've been at that bottom where the universe comes in and swipes everything out from underneath you and you're like, where do I start? But you know what? This is a good time to put your faith in and start doing your spiritual work, because when they take everything, they'll help you rebuild it. But they're letting you know, put in the work, learn the lesson. If you don't, they'll take it from you again. And again. And again. 4 times before I picked it up. Aries. Touching hot stoves. It's going to be, a couple months of tough lessons. Mercury retrograde went forward the 5th into the 6th. So, if you don't... All right. It went from it went from they're talking and this is going, and it went from retrograde, and it started to rotate clockwise. So we finally got rid of Mercury retrograde. However, the energy does stick around for 2 weeks after. I have to do my planetary updates and take a good look at, what's going on there. And figure out what's next. It's like do fucking Twilight Zone. Shit's getting scary, the lessons they're throwing at us are harsh. So, I never know what I'm going to get when I pull a reading. At this point, nothing surprises me. If they tell you that I'm an alien, I'd be like, okay. Because I've seen so much shit lately that I'm like, sweet, what kind of alien am I? Do I have special powers? Can I be invisible and run around and pants everybody? I like to be mischievous. So, Aquarius, they're telling you that you are stuck in an energy of the 5 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is there, but you're not putting in the work. You're instead hanging in the Hanged Man position, which is an energy of wisdom. It should be. But somebody's continuing to feed you. So you're just going to stay up there. You don't need to change. You know, these other third parties feed you, so you don't need to change, right? They're telling you you need to change your frame of mind, the way you see the world, the way you see women, the way you see men, the way you see relationships and how to treat people. It's telling you that you need to come out of this position. You need to come back to here where this person is feeding you knowledge. They're not just feeding you so you can stay up there. You need to learn the knowledge, babies. With your Three of Pentacles in reverse. So you're kind of coming out of this party phase, I feel like. You've got the Sun card. So you do have some happiness. You did have some happiness there. You know, this person made you think about stopping all of that. But when you started taking advantage and not giving back and not sticking around and not making an offer, you got the two lovers who have already fallen from the tower and they're at the bottom. And you notice the only thing left is this, and it's obviously not stable. That's why it fell. The foundation isn't stable. Because taking advantage of someone is not equal give and take. It's take, and eventually someone collapses from it. That's what happens when you act like an energy vampire like that. You know, like you want to be with them, this and that, and then you're gone. And it's like you take all their energy with you. You know, that being defensive thing. They're telling you that needs to stop. Here's the slowest messenger in the deck, guys, okay? Now, here he is. He's supposed to be on his way to deliver a message. And this shitbag is standing in the middle of a field, giving away his pentacle to somebody walking by. Okay? Even worse is it comes in the reverse position, which means it's even slower. It means that you never really intended, you argued this point and argued it because you never intended to make an actual offer to this person. They didn't know that. You were scared of commitment with them because you saw something in them you didn't see in other people. You saw a twin flame. You saw true love. And it scared the shit out of you that you could just be yourself. And so you took this stance and that was it. You didn't come out of it. And you're offering your pentacle to whoever the hell will take it at this point. But this is a messenger to tell you, get down off this pedestal, honey. Get down off this table that you're standing on, defending it, because you're not learning your lesson. And I don't say pedestal as in like, oh, you think you're better. I say pedestal because that's what you're standing on. Literally, you know, defending your position against everybody. They got you on like a pedestal. So don't take that the wrong way. I still love y'all. But you got to stop defending it. You've got the Queen of Pentacles with the World in reverse. You didn't finish this cycle. You didn't finish this cycle with this person. This person was karmic in your life. You were supposed to be with this person. And instead, you pushed them away too much. And so you have a karmic circle wide open with this person, but they don't want anything to do with you. They don't want to work on this circle. It should look more, it's more like that. Like they're turning their back. They're done. They're done. And a lot of them are cutting the karmic ties with rituals. And y'all don't even know how many people have called me about cutting ties with... All I'm going to say, because I don't talk about, you know, my readings. But we have the star here. This person once desired you. You were their everything. You were this star. You were this person. And now this is how they think of you. Something big and legit must have happened for them to change in such a way. You must have betrayed them in a very hard way. And so now what you've got with it, sorry guys, fractured tailbone, remember, is nights full of, you know, nightmares and memories and things that memories of like joking around and walking through the woods, wrestling around in leaves, like those type of memories that are going to haunt you. They're going to be in your mind. You need to deal with this in the most appropriate way possible. I know you're dying to run in and show this person that you can be what they need, but don't. What you're rushing towards is the Queen of Swords, clarified by none other than the Wish card. Again, in the reverse. You're rushing toward somebody who does not wish for you anymore. It's gone. That feeling's gone, especially if they did a, cutting of the ties ceremony. I've given several of these ceremonies over the past 5 or 6 days. They don't watch back. So you can rush all you want and be heartbroken, but they're severing ties with you for whatever you put them through. So rushing in is not going to help anymore. You should have rushed in a long time ago. Sorry, guys. You've got the Seven of Pentacles with the Page of Cups. So again, the offers you gave, you did not build on this. It's clarifying what I'm telling you guys. I'm not being hard on you. I'm not trying to be a douche or, ball you guys out in every reading, but it's the same lesson over and over. You dropped the fish, man. How did you drop the fish? It's like, how do you drop a football? You dropped the fish, dude. That was the only offer you brought, and you dropped the fucking thing. It's not even big enough for 2 for dinner. With that being said, you did not, as this Page of Cups dropping this fish all over the place, the water spilling. That's the love you're supposed to be given. And you're not mature enough to handle that. So you didn't build any of this. All this admiration that you have toward this person for building, you didn't put into this. They made it a home. They made it a relationship. They made it a situationship because they didn't know what was going on with you. You kept taking off. With the Three of Swords, they're letting you know you're at the end of this journey, so it's time to learn and move on, Aquarius. The Ten of Swords, it's time to learn and move on. You moved through the Nine of Swords. It's time to learn and move on. You need to find a way to put that hurt away and heal it. Lick your wounds. Because it's time. It's time for you to move on. That's good news, when you're at the end of a cycle and it's time to move on. They're letting you know, get back in balance because you're not putting in the work you're supposed to, guys. That's why you keep dating the same person with the same face and the same thing keeps happening. You're not learning your lesson and you're not dating the right people. You're not following your divine path. So they're letting you know, get back on the divine path because you're not really harvesting anything over there because you're off your path. Yes? I feel like you guys have been kind of just floating along lately. I just got art school. So some of you are making a decision to go to art school and you're kind of floating along and you're fighting with yourself over whether or not to go because you don't think you'll make money. Sorry guys, I don't know where that came from. If you could leave that in the comments, I'd be really grateful because that was just weird. I was not discussing art school with you guys. I was discussing being off the beaten path and being off balance from your divine destiny. Anyway, the Chariot here. So you want to come rushing in again. You're in the cold. No. They've given you all these chances. That's what these people are, is chances. And every time you've burned them. So, you're going to stay out in the cold. That's just that. That's just how they see it. With the Nine of Cups, they're overindulgence. The Four of Pentacles comes in the after tarot, and if you look behind him, he's giving him the option to put down the pentacles and stop acting in the way he's acting. He has bad behaviors. He is miserly. He hangs on to his pentacles. He is cheap. He is extremely possessive person. You know, he can be all about the mundane, the material, and the Grim Reaper has given him the chance to change, but he has not. So the Grim Reaper comes in and says, you know what, if you don't want to change, I'm going to change you. And boom, you have some sort of small or large tower moment, and you learn your lesson because they make you. So whatever this is, it's coming in. We've got the Five of Pentacles again and Temperance in the upright. So we've got Temperance twice in the upright. So they're really, really talking to you guys about getting out of the cold and figuring out your lessons, getting back in balance. If you notice, the angel has 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. You know, you notice the beautiful wings. You notice the frame of mind, the vibration, vibrating in the 5D. Letting go of the love dove, pouring love and giving back while receiving love. This is what they're talking about, learning that lesson of giving back and receiving love. It's not a matter of taking. It's a matter of giving back. And that's the way to come out of this cold. That's the way to stop this cycle, guys. You've got the Ten of Wands, which is another end. It's another ending. Time to put down the stress, close the circle, and walk away. But close it right. Close it with the good karma. And just know that this person is no longer a twin flame for you. So close it in a way that allows both of you to go your way in a peaceful manner. No arguing, no fighting, no trying to get that person back. Close it correctly. You know, if you don't know how to do that, I do have a list of full services that I can help you to cut the ties with your twin flame. You know, that information I'll put in the box below is my email. You can go ahead and email me for a list of services. My email is trinity32719@hotmail.com, and I'll put it in the box below. You guys, you know, I mean, you have a lot of options on that list that could help you. There are things I do that's not even on the list because it's already 3 pages long. You know, I am both an oracle reader and a tarot reader, and those are pretty different things. So, you know, just because you don't see it on the list doesn't mean I don't offer it. So you probably want to ask. Okay, guys, so that's all I have for you for this month. Please leave it in the comments and let me know if it resonated, you know, the moving on from that idea of, you know, you've got to put down your defenses and let yourself realize that you made a mistake. Face your shadow self. Deal with it. If you can't put an apology out to that person, put it into the universe. Make sure you do it the right way. But definitely let them go. And the universe, when they see fit, will bring you somebody that you can try again after you put in the work you put in. You know? Things will right themselves, Aquarius. You know, don't be, I feel like a lot of people are kind of in their, like I said, in their feels about all this, you know? Don't be in your feels, just learn the lesson. That way you can move on. And you can move on to someone new and something new. That's it. So, your girl here from Boston for the Queen Bee Tarot. If you guys need me, email's in the box below. Check you later.